clock. Mr. Meatoga, 10 minutes, please.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I have my clock here going. Thank you for this opportunity. My name is Pane, Meatoga, President of the Laie Community Association. I'm here tonight to ask for your support of the Olauloa Sustainable Communities Plan and the Envision Laie Plan. I'd like to first off start off by handing out this survey. This is the survey that was done in 2009 that brought us to this point to create Envision Laie. It was an economic survey to survey the situation in Laie and the olauloa area. This was done by RC Elko, research company, and if you look at page 39, as it says on this slide, one of the things that stood out was the percentage of economically disadvantaged students within the olauloa area. We have here the state average of 41%. At Kahuku High School, it was 46%, above the average, 59% at Kahuku Elementary. Laie Elementary was 61%, and Haula Elementary was 64%. If you turn the page, you'll see on page 41 and 42, you have the graphs about the sustainability and viability of the university, Brigham Young University, Hawaii campus. At that time, it was assessed that the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints was supporting each student at a rate just below 80%. And that wasn't acceptable or sustainable to the university. So changes had to be made. If you continue down the process, the pages, you see a diagram of the BYU properties. And since this survey, things have changed. The BYU has made a plan that goes outside of their urban growth boundary. That's why we're here today. It also has the current urban boundaries, which you can see in yellow around BYU Hawaii. Those are the current housing areas that encroach on the growth of the university. If you continue on, you'll see the challenges that the Polynesian Culture Center has had to sustain themselves. If you turn to page 47, and I apologize for going quickly, but I'd like to stay within my time. On page 47, you have the household income distribution that was also done by RCL. And the household income ranges 35,000. There was 30% that were in the greater less than 35,000. 15% was between 35 to 49,000. 19% was 50,000 to 74,000. 13% was 75 to 99. 14 was 100 to 149. 8% was between 150 and 249, and there was 2% that was making $250,000 more. At this current rate, with this type of income distribution, it was necessary to come up with a plan to help the university and the Polynesian Culture Center sustain themselves, and also to provide additional affordable housing that would help meet the median income of our regional area. If you notice too, on page 48, there's a graph there that shows the sales that were going to the olauloa residents, sales that were going to other Hawaii residents, and sales to the mainlanders. You'll see that the percentage of sales to the olauloa residents has dropped since 2000 at 79% and 2008 at 47%. I want to make note that As of today, it has continued to decline. On page 49, if you look at the relevance of overcrowding,
Page 12 for us.
page 12 for you, I'm sorry.
Your page
Your
numbers
pages
aren't,
aren't
you
matching.
can't find
Okay.
anything.
That's okay, we figured it out.
Okay, if you look at the chart over there, it compares the household units by occupants per room. And this came from the 2000 census. And if you look at Laie, less than or equal to one occupant per room, we're at 66%. More than one occupant per room, which means overcrowded, we're at 34%. And if you look at the other communities, olauloa as a whole, we're at 25%. If you look at Waianae was 30%. So we are in Laie and olauloa area in the overcrowded category. I think that's evident as we drive through the communities of Laie, Kahuku, and Haula, and you see all of the cars parking on the road. And I think as you walk down to the homes, it'll be hard to find a household that has one family in that house. There will be more, 2, 3, sometimes more family members in that one house. I'd like to continue. By providing, and I'm sorry, this one I have only one copy. For you to pass it. I didn't say senior, but this is, we had a workshop that we did in 2009, and we had over 600 residents. We had 62 maps that were created by the community members, and this was community members, olauloa, like not only just Laie, and a lot of you here and on the board participated in this. And this helped us to get an idea of what type of development and where we wanted these developments to go. And it was evident that during that process, the affordable housing was a big issue. The jobs was a big issue. But it gave us a snapshot of where we would like to have this expansion in the olauloa area. Currently, we have a landowner that is very community-minded, that is willing to work with the community to help meet the needs of the community. I have several surveys here that I will pass out that you can look at. And these are 3 surveys that were done. One survey that was done by Heart Mind Strategies and OmniTrack. In 2009, they surveyed 696 residents. It showed strong support for affordable housing, jobs for local families and residents, and BYU Hawaii growth. It showed strong support for relocating existing housing designations from behind BYU Hawaii to the Laie Kahana area. A large majority believe that the growth in olauloa is necessary for the communities in the region to be vibrant and sustainable. Keep the country, but don't mean no growth to olauloa residents. And this was all part of that scientific survey that was done in 2009. In 2010, another survey was done by Heart Mind Strategies and Ward Research Group. They surveyed 832 residents. They found that in that survey that there was still strong support for affordable housing for locals, job creation for the area, and BYU growth. Residents strongly supported moderate growth in the olauloa region. Olauloa residents are highly aware of and active in the olauloa Sustainable Communities Plan and planning process. Support for the draft of the olauloa Sustainable Community Plan is strong. This was in 2010. Just recently, in 2013, another survey was done by Heart and Mind Strategies and Warren Research. 650 residents were surveyed. It showed continued strong support for affordable housing for locals, job creation for the area, and BYU Hawaii growth. More than 9 out of 10 olauloa residents believe that it was important to fix the following issues: lack of affordable housing, lack of jobs, low math and reading scores. 6 in 10 residents have family and friends that have relocated due to lack of jobs and housing. Strong majority, 68%, believe that keep the country should not preclude growth of any kind. Finally, 50% of the olauloa residents have participated in some aspect of the olauloa Sustainable Community Plan. My time is up, and I thank you for this opportunity and humbly ask for your support in the olauloa Sustainable Communities Plan and Envision Laie.
Board will take a motion.
Discussion.
No motion, we'll have a discussion after we take the testimony.
So testimony comes after the motion?
Yes.